Alex, welcome back to Wario Master Disguise. 42 minutes. This is gonna be painful. The Sphinx sits on a secret. We're going to the Smithsnorian Museum. Where else would you find a Sphinx? Nah. Last time we found out about the Wish Stone, and we found a clue. But, this is quite the level. One of the few environments where the enemies are actually pretty damn tough, because they're quite resistant to most of the weapons you have at this time. I love the foreground being all these fancy plants. You got that nice dusky background. Maybe it's dawn. Who knows? I love how they give that subtle cue that Wario's about to smack him. And then he goes, woo! Wait. I love how good that was much more. Aw. What sign? You know, they could have put up a little sign with some dotted lines on it. And at least pretended there's a sign, but nope. For some reason, this beginning area is very high, just like it was in episode 1. I don't know why. It just is. I'm proud of today's title card, not so proud of the end slate, because I kind of messed up the artwork, because I took a wrong screenshot of the video footage, and it looks kind of bad. Yeah, that, by the way, is the actual Nintendo DS clock, which I synchronized to my own clock. It is indeed just before 4 when I'm recording this, and daylight saving time went in today, so if you live in Europe and that's your usual timing, you might want to check that out. Also, for some reason, the lighting gets a little bit lighter when you get high enough in this area. I don't know why. I might say you don't have to do this. We do have to do this. There's something we have to pick up. I don't think it's... Oh yeah, this is necessary because you can't... Yeah. So we start off with a guy's gem. Getting a lot of those this time. Getting a lot of guy's gems, by the way. We're getting about 3 of them. It's a magnifying glass. Whatever could that mean? I love how the emblems on Wario's hats glow every once in a while. A lot of this episode is dead weight if it's 42 minutes, but I finished it in half an hour, I think, on the timer. Draw a magnifying glass, which basically means draw the golden ratio symbol. I think that's what it is. So basically, it lets you interact with things that are invisible and see them in the first place. It also lets you see those things. I don't know what to call them. Fake blocks, I guess, is the correct term. Unfortunately for him, his special power, namely the power to... his power-up, if you level him up, he doesn't get his power. He requires his Mastery Gem to use the level-ups. So these guys, they're not too much of a bother, but they'll summon reinforcements, and you need to kill the reinforcements if you want to get them in your little magazine. I don't know how enemy recording works. I think you have to kill them, or in some way attack them. But for now, we just have this guy. I forgot their names, even though I saw them at the end of the video. You'll know at the end of the video. But yeah, you can hide behind his shield, and he's invulnerable for a second. You can whistle, and he can jump after you and attack you. But he's not... If you can just run through it. By the way, in the background, there's 4 kings. One with a cat, one who's talking, one who's snoring, and one who's just blinking a bunch. I really like this level in terms of background details. They put a lot of effort into this. Too bad you're too busy escaping the... I mess around a lot, mind you. I could have done this a lot faster if I focused on my mission. Look at me, I'm just walking... So the reason I'm doing this is I think it's time-related, or progress or map exploration-related, but they will summon 2 other enemies you need to get if you want to get a full completion. Anyway, exhibits! You will need to know this because there are riddles in this level, and those riddles are wordplay. There's a good selection of questions. 1 for every item with the red letters, so you might want... There is a guide. Like, it's one of the few times I've seen a guide for this game that's specialized in one thing. But yeah, I guess it's not too much. They're all based on typical riddles, wordplay, puns, that sort of stuff. So it shouldn't be too hard if you know what you're doing. If you're not familiar with the English language, I recommend looking up a guide. I love how angry that block is. She's like, "Argh! Why am I so perfectly rounded around the edges? Stop messing around. If I knew, I wouldn't have messed around so many seconds. That is a dude, by the way. Despite the feminine figure. A calendar. I like how the apple's on a flame for some reason. Or the apple is hollow and the flame is inside. I don't know. These statues don't move yet, but they are enemies, and you can kill them, and you can get gems out of them. I do think I level up one of my guys at some point. These are Sir Lance-a-Lot. That is with hyphens and a joke. They will attack at you by dashing towards you, and otherwise they don't do much. And they're pretty harmless. 3 jumps or a dash in the back and a jump on the head tends to take them out. Do not attack them from the front with the assault and battery of Thief Wario, or you will get hurt. Look at all those beautiful details in the background. They really put in the effort. I'm all sneaky sneaky. I love how they darkened the foreground so that you know you're in the background. Oh, this one's gonna be crazy. I can do this pretty easy, but I like to slow it down just to make it super fast. I slow it down to the slowest possible speed, and it just goes vroom! Oh, that's hilarious. I am giggling and or gaggling. You know, I've been thinking, even if I do pause the video, it's pretty easy to go back to a point and then record from that point forward, since my audio track is almost as long, usually shorter, but it starts at the same time as the video. So if I, for example, want to start at 7 minutes again, which we just passed, I just have to cut off the front because I start the audio track, and then after a few moments, I cut the audio track. I start it, and then once I click play, there's just often a slight delay, but then right when the video starts, I say, hey, so that I know I need to cut all that dead space before it away. That means that the video and the audio start at the same time, which means that theoretically, if I do get desynced because I have to stop or something, I can just look at the timer on the audio. Sure, there's a slight desync, but I'm not going to be picky about it being picture perfect because that's super hard. And as long as it's not like a second off, I'm perfectly content. Also, it's a lot worse if you're doing live commentary. If you're doing live commentary, the slightest half second can really make a difference. Except if you're singing with the tune of the song. I do like the song to this place. It's very sneaky, sneaky museum-y. I also like how flies are surrounding the fly statue. Now that... Oh, the lights are like beep, beep, beep. Fluorescent, broken. Zelda jingle. I like how there's a detonator on the ground and a lever in the background, just in case you didn't get it. Bonk. I wanted to. Yeah, so now we can go on to the more areas. You're not supposed to go here yet. You are supposed to go to the Red Room. This episode has the cruelest possible boss fight, since this boss will instant kill you if you fail once. It is a tougher boss than in Dark Souls, because at least then you can survive it. But don't worry. Actually, the episode 4 boss also has an instant kill move. Although, it only uses that when it's at 1 health. So yeah, sneaky, sneaky puzzle. You gotta be a super smart man to figure this one out. Oh man, look at how smart I am. I throw poop on things, and it makes it break. That is how math and magic works. Shake that butt. Oh man. I love his little vest. His little feather. I like how we get this after the boat-related levels. It just shows how much they thought about this. Man, I have issues keeping that green, and this is not a very colorblind friendly palette. Like, I can tell yellow and green apart, but they are pretty damn close. They are dangerously close. Not that bad. Like, you could still see, but I think that some people might have issues with it. Oh yeah, the water environment. I forgot. Especially for Water Wario. Or Captain Wario. Ahoy hoy. You might be wondering, why is that disguise for the front picture? The other disguises all show Mastery Gem powers. This one shows the Submarine power-up and the Science... Is that Science? Oh, fuck. And Science Wario shows the Special Glove power that he doesn't have yet, so I can't use those. Yeah, you got all these wacky, dandy, doodly doops. You want to kill them, because they are added to your enemy collection, so to speak. Oh yeah, it's Genius Wario, that's it. Yeah, Genius Wario's official artwork has him using his Mastery Gem attack, which is affected by his level. Captain Wario is in his submarine form, which you don't have yet. Yeah, use Spark. I like just like... I'm very proud of that lightning effect I did. So here, I always slow it down because I'm basically trying to do something, and I succeed. One of those diamonds goes into the chest before it is fully formed, and I'm like, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, there you go. I'm so proud. I'm just brimming with pride. I wonder what we're eating today. Yesterday, I walked through the storm to McDonald's. That's 30 minutes to and then 30 minutes back. I walked an hour in heavy wind and rain. Well, not heavy rain. The rain was alright, but the wind was like... Holy shit, that's 16k. But yeah. Big fat wind. Very busy McDonald's. I don't like busy, so yeah. Also notice, if Wario is underwater, he gains a very distinct blue palette. This also happens to the bottom of his captain's suit, which is actually the captain sprite being colored that way in order to accommodate for the fact that he turns blue underwater. This is probably done so that you always know if Wario's underwater or not. You can just look at his palette. If he's blue, he's probably underwater. I like that. I think that's a really good way to convey information without having some stupid HUD indicators. Like, oh, he's blue. You're underwater. You're going to have water physics. I actually, for once, feared my life. In my original playthrough, as in on my DS, I never got into 1 heart levels, but here I do because I'm fucking around so much. That, and the Xbox 360 controller has the shittiest D-pad possible. Oh my god, it's such a terrible D-pad. I wish I could use my PlayStation. Like, the PlayStation 3 controller and the PlayStation 4, fucking hate them, but they have a fantastic D-pad. And the analog sticks are also pretty damn funny. I really like those. I don't like the fact that the control stick is at the bottom on the left instead of at the top, but they are good. They are good control sticks and things. Yeah, here I show off you can fall through them if you decide to fuck around. You'll also notice there's now two of them. There's now 2 kicker mans. They are pretty dumb, though, so you can just... They're like, oh man, we can't go up that invisible thing. Another chest. These are in very close proximity to one another. It's like 2 above each other. Now you don't have to put a chest down. I don't know why I bother with that. So the way I think it works is you're supposed to hit it when it goes yellow. And that's how you get it. There's nothing to do with anything else. I don't know why these fire blocks are here, though. I guess it's for speedrunning, but... I don't know. Oh, look, it's a shirt with a lightning bolt on it. What? I think this is kind of the weirdest one, because it just looks like Wario's gonna get a shirt. Here, Wario, have this nice zappy shirt. Ooh, it's all black. Dear goodness, good style, you are just stuffing your face today. So yeah, there are dark areas, and when you are dark, you want to use zappy powers, Sparky Wario. And when you tap the screen, you go... The lightning bolt on his suit looks like a question mark from it at a lot of the moments. But yeah, it just lets you see things better. I think it is required to interact with chests, but I think you can just tap the icon, you just don't see it. Look at me futzing around like a futzer. I'm not getting that chest. I will get that chest later when I am doing the reruns to get all the treasures. Oh yeah, I did this one flawlessly. I got all the Benjamins. Why are you fighting them? Stop it! Oh my goodness. Okay, see that trapdoor? The boss fight is that trapdoor, technically. Except it's instant death. I'd use this for the end slate, but because I... fuck, that's... It looks nothing like it. For some reason, the Windows Media Player shrinks the entire 3DS footage down by 50%, which makes it very hard to see details, and it looks completely different. Ah, whatever. I really like that there is an option for uppercase, lowercase, and for special characters, but I select neither because they're not necessary. There's also a hyphen and a space. I learned soon that using the mouse is more effective than using my touchpad for this, or my little tablet. Oh god, that thing looks so much different. Possibly the worst end slate despite being the second. The next one's probably going to be bad because it's going to be a detailed object that's also round. Ho! I think at this point I'm like, okay, I just need to wait out and eventually there'll be a high level. All the dudes will be there. I messed this one up a bit. Notice, by the way, the timer keeps going when you're doing treasure chests. You know what? I'm gonna take the lock off my chair, and I'm gonna... Ooh, that's a nice recline. This chair is fantastic for reclining. It's my dad's office chair. It's got leather on it, and it's super fun to lie in. It's terrible for sitting upright, and I can't snap my back on it, and the armrests are slightly flimsy. So a couple of things I like to do on chairs, I can't do on this chair. Wah, 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 wah. Today's a shitty weekend. I get paranoid when I sleep alone at my parents' house. I hate this puzzle. Just like the draw the line. I'm very good at this on the DS, but without the screen, it's very hard to do this properly. That was me doing it at minimal speed, by the way. Pencil thin. Looks more like a pedestal than a pillow, but whatever. Here I'm just like, oh, this is where this goes, by the way. It's just such a shitty weekend, man. My favorite store closed down. I missed my grandmother's birthday because my mother just wouldn't call me back about where the fuck it even... Ah! Daylight... Oh! Shittiest weekend ever. Or at least within the last few months. Like, damn! When I get to school tomorrow, I am getting myself something nice. Maybe a bag of those brownie bits. You know, all things considered, those brownie bites go for $2.50 for 10, so that's 25 cents per. That's pretty cheap considering how delicious each one of them is. And with a bit of luck, they'll have a Brad Crockett. So yeah, those statues are moving now. But yeah, maybe with a little bit of luck. Look at how the glass... I love how the glass in the background goes... And there's all these paintings, but... Look at that. Someone put a lot of effort making this background look extra sexy. And so yeah... Okay, so I'm a sandwich with Crockett. If you know what that is, you can look it up. We make our bitter balls out of it, but just bigger. And it's super freaking delicious when it's a crack bomb. Oh my goodness. It is the taste that just makes me feel everything might just be alright. Like, a lot of people eat and they don't cheer up. I eat and I'm like, yep. That just completely distracted me. I feel better now. Yeah, I try to trigger this, it doesn't trigger. You have to go back out and back in, and there can't be all these dudes everywhere. It freaking sucks. I kind of like this guy has this shield on his back all the time. Yeah, this episode is 90% futzing around. I still can't get it. I don't know why. So yeah, there are many questions that the machines and the Sphinx can ask you as there are exhibits. No idea why those bells are in the background, but hey. I'm hungry. I hope we eat something tasty. If we are not eating something that is delish, I'm probably gonna bonk some heads. Or not. It's not my style. You know, as much as I liked how the way they decorated the top screen, the brown stuff is odd. It looks like it's television, but then it's not. Yeah, this guy. He only appears here. You gotta hit him to count him. Look at that. We're 20 minutes in. We're more than 20 minutes in, but the clock says 17. That just shows you how much time has been wasted on... Then again, this also doesn't record all the times that I pause the video and do something else. I think? It might! Oh my god, I need to check and make sure that the clock doesn't desync. I think it doesn't. I think the game is smart enough. The emulator is smart enough to keep the clock going, just not the DS, right? You know what, I'm gonna turn that baby on right now. Fuck it. Firmware. No. Emulation settings. No. Config. That's the Sphinx, and those are tiny little rat... I think they're rat feels? I don't know. I can't keep them apart. They're all too cute. I don't know. So yeah, the Sphinx is an attraction. Whatever he is alive or animatronic, I don't know. I do know that he doesn't do overtime, and he has a very worm-looking tail. How far are we into the video? We're halfway through, yes! I might live through this! Look, I don't have a problem doing post-commentary, but 42 minutes of just sitting here, unable to do something, is kind of boring. It's fun when there's someone else around to talk to, but there's no one else here but me, looking at a screen, and it's something I've already seen. An hour earlier. Actually, 2 hours earlier, if you count start. So yeah, we want some clues. I have to say, I really like the little emoticons in this game. I think I've mentioned that before. I just love the way things are emoted. Every animation and posture is just cool, and it feels exciting, and like it pokes fun with itself with the process by being so over the top. I don't know why that button's there. Don't ask me. Maybe it's there to stop you from getting all the treasures before talking to the Sphinx. I don't know. Ah, this one. Here I decide to poke some fun. Any line you draw is valid as long as it connects two different. I don't think you can go over or under, but here I decide to draw a silly little loop so that Wario can go for a joyride. The Pompadour of legend. What does Japan have with pompadours? Like, pompadours are pretty rad, but you really like them too much, don't you? Here I fall in the hole because I'm dumb. Good job. I knew it was there, but I didn't jump. Wah, 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 wah. Man, I could do for a bit mighty. Bop, ba, da, bop, bop. Do 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 do. Look at that hair move. I hate this game because it is pretty hard to do without seeing it on the touchscreen. Might actually be easier with the mouse just because I have more control. This is me at severely slowed down speed and it still looks like shit. In fact, I did this because of how slow it goes. The lasers are just in the way. And it might not seem like anything to you, but when I was sitting there, I was like, oh, just move. Also, those are two very expensive shirts. Oh my god, every time I see this thing, I'm like, wow, those really don't add up. What is your problem? So yeah, this time if you fall down, it's still not that bad. I don't know why it tells you twice. Also, it is very precise. It uses the spelling that is shown at the exhibits. I think at this one I was doubting a bit. I was like, is it bear? Sure. Here, I am about to die. But on the plus side, I think I get the lady and the dog. The dog that is apparently a pugilist, which means a boxer. Yeah, that dog's got one hell of a punch. He just punches you across the room like a man. Look at that experience bar. It's almost full of silvery goodness. I love how Artist Wario has this very, like, yeah, glasses. Hey, this one again. Boop, boop. Whew. This one's a lot more fun than the DS, by the way. Oh man, look at those precise motions. Didn't waste any. Except a few. Ew! Oh, Japan! Look at that dog go. I don't know who the hell taught that German dog how to... Look at that! The guy rolls! And he got a whistle to tell the dog, go punch someone. So here I'm trying to find a way to get them. Wait, that dealt 2 damage, didn't it? And now I take near lethal damage, I think. Yeah, this guy's gonna do it with his little stick. It's gonna be like pew, pew. Here he goes. Uh-oh. The screen is flashing red. That's all it does. It doesn't even do any annoying sound effect. Just like, step up your game. I am just shaking in my pantalones right now. Being like, oh man, I can't kill these guys for hearts. Where do I get hearts? I need hearts. 5-second rule. Hey, clock. Yeah, the clock must be keeping up to date with my system clock. Because it is 30 minutes in, and that clock has moved more than 30 minutes. That's pretty cool. Good job. I hope they hold R until they feel the click. Now hold R until you feel the click. We will never get to that game, because I cleaned up my Wii and my Elgato, so I don't know, I'm just not in the mood. This syncing up is easy, because I can start it and then immediately talk, so that I know where to sync them up, approximately. With that, I have to do all kinds of fancy stuff, and because it's live commentary, it takes a lot of effort. Look at that. Now that I have level 2, I think 2 shots could be on screen at the same time, which dramatically speeds up your fire rate. Level 3 is just for the shits and giggles. Bonk. Yeah, at that moment I stopped just so you could look at the guys in the background. Five minutes have been lost to the timer. When I record this, by the way, again, there are a lot of audio problems and slowdown issues. I'm fine with that, but it's fun. The one benefit from looking back at the footage is it is crystal clear compared to what I get when I play. So here, you probably want to use either the lightning power and let them pass through you, or Cosmic Wario and shoot them from afar. I mean, Sparky Wario, that's his name. Sparky. There's armadillos in these things. Why? Is it a Sonic joke? I don't get it. Whoop! Also, I have no idea who's dropping those fake monies. I think it's one of those guys. Yeah, probably him. That is a pretty golden lizard. I'd pet that lizard and give him a big old smooch. Boink. This minigame gives you too much time since it's always just a sequence you have to push. Yeah, so it's like, hey. You say you have Super Frizzled, and then you say yours is better. That's not how it works. You should clearly define that you are talking about the items you just acquired. I don't know why the Sphinx has a collection of items that include nose hair, a pillow, and underwear. Here you go. That's all I've got to say about that topic. Truth be told, doing this post-commentary is a highlight of my day. My day's been so shit that this is somehow making it better. Look at that dog. The dog does a fucking drop kick! Damn, dog! I love how their eyes like boing boing when they're all confused. Woo! Going up the stairs. Do museums have giant clocks in the background? I don't know. Anyway, welcome to the harshest boss fight in the game. Mess up once, you die! And I show it off just for your convenience. He's rude, not annoying. I like how he says it's possible. He doesn't believe it. Croc! Hey, that's a me! Oh! Striking a pose! Ooh! So yeah. Interesting is that you see the boss a bunch before you fight the boss. You even see him on friendly terms. I guess you could count Cannoli, but Cannoli uses mechs, which don't count. I don't get this at all. The only way he kills you is with a short-range attack that Wario could just run away from. Like, he didn't steal anything, so they can't really trace it back to him, can they? Yeah, we don't have the X, and this is a unique menu. I like it. We can't exit, so there's no X. It's just amazing. Here I use the mouse, I think. Ah, look at the little girl dancing. And his little tongue like, oh. Ready to fly? That snake is adorable, though. Oh, he's striking that pose. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Ooh, ooh. Ooh! Oh! I love this game. So stupid. Aww. I guess those emotes are mostly to save on animation, but still, they're pretty cute and they're pretty useful. They're very on the note. Why wasn't Perpetual Blizzard red in that scene? It was only whatever. Hey! Jerk. Ah, it's Count Cockroach. But wait! That means the guy in the suit wasn't Count Cockroach. If Count Cannoli is here. Aww. Yay! By the way, nice detail. They changed the pound sign not just on the upper menu, but also on the money bag at the bottom screen. That is some proper localization, even though I prefer a euro sign. Damn, we got a lot of Benjamins. Most of it comes from one treasure, but hey. That's how it's not really going to work in the special episodes, which are mostly high-priced treasures. Pompadour of Legend. A collapsible pompadour that stretches almost 90 feet in length. Oh, those would go to wear. Secret inner pocket. That's a funky-ass pompadour. Look at how expensive. But it smells of wet carpeting for some reason. Who knows? I love this song. Pink-colored joy. Delicious! Apple pie. You'll be the life of any black tie gala. Ah. I love how it's worth almost 500. And it's... Oh, this was awesome. I almost wanted to do that for the end slate, but I had such a stupid pun question, I had to go with it. Lots of enemies today. Sir Lancelot. He moves very stiffly. I still love the little seagulls, like, oh man, big seagull. Stangalus. Oh, it's bronze. I guess bronze does go green, just like the Statue of Liberty. Used to be a very nice bronze color, but now it's green because it rusted. What a jerk! I guess his friend was Cleopatra. He has very muscly arms, and he's called Scarrow. Someone really enjoyed making everything in this game, considering how much gags there's everywhere. Wario always gets the best games, doesn't he? Anti-lock brakes. He's so nice. And he's a big fat uniform filled with candy. Oh, I like he's called Dave. He's adorable. Oh, look at someone wrote these descriptions and wanted to make some sort of lore behind it, and it's just adorable. He made lots of pun names. All the puns, and then funny backgrounds to go with the character. Oh, it's just like, wow. I keep forgetting who made this, but you'll see it at the title screen. Phil. Aw. Don't worry, I'll always give dogs some of my table scraps. Toot Cayman. The kindest, except for the whole destroying the world part. Lurchin! Oh, that's sad. For some reason, the Sphinx is a boss character. He never pulls overtime. That's it for today! Hope y'all enjoyed the video! I'm gonna go and rest my throat and maybe have some dinner. You were an amazing audience. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope y'all enjoyed the end slate. Oh, bye-bye!